If I weren't so busy working and if he weren't so, well, dead, I'd fire off an angry letter of protest to George Bernard Shaw for getting our hopes up high back in the 1920s when he predicted
that by 1980, we'd be working 2 hours or less. Only the workaholic would be like 3 hours a day.
Well, class, this might sound depressingly obvious, but
Something happened.
to that optimistic vision of what our life would be like,
Something has happened.
to that glorious promise of fewer hours spent at work.
When George Bernard Shaw predicted that we'd be working only 2 hours a day, he based his theory on the fact that work hours had been declining for over 100 years and would logically continue to drop because of labor-saving machinery and that innate human desire for personal freedom. Clearly, Mr. Shaw's theory never did pan out. In fact,
Now we're going in a different direction.
With more people working more hours. Since the mid-1970s, we've crammed the equivalent of an extra month of work time into an already overcrowded work year. Not only is leisure scarce, these days,
Leisure is trivialized.
leisure is ridiculed, leisure is frowned upon. And that bothers the University of Iowa's Benjamin Honeycutt, as well it should, for he is a professor of leisure studies, a title that doesn't sit well with America's growing population of workaholics.
It is so reprehensible. I get on an airplane, and before I got used to this, people would ask me what I'm doing, and I say I'm a professor of leisure studies. And immediately I'm suspect.
As someone who might poison young minds by daring to deliver this kind of message.
We need to take another look at work. Maybe it's possible to work a little bit less.
So we can spend more time with the community, with the family, with the children. Noble idea. But if we do that,
Then business is in trouble.
because business needs consumers. Consumers who will buy into what Dr. Honeycutt believes is a well-thought-out business plan that reads,
Let's keep work at the center of life. Let's keep the economy at the center of life and deal with this threat of leisure by giving people new things to buy that they had never needed before.
camcorders, car phones, video games, gourmet coffee. The more we buy, the more we need to work. And the more we work, the more we become defined by our work.
If I'm not working, who am I?
Someone who might look back to their ancestral peasants with a touch of envy.
In the Middle Ages, there were 156, 160 holidays where no work is done. You know, what is this? Who's wealthy? We got a bunch of stuff. They had a bunch of time. How much progress have we made?
Sorry, can't answer that. Too busy working. For today, Mike Leonard, NBC News, Winnetka, Illinois.